delusion, don't see me coming. Meet your demise, I'm a woman. I do not conform to nobody's norms. I'm cleaning us up, sending the storms. High level vibration, increasing the pressure. You feeling my strength? This is my pleasure. You cannot handle this intellect. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. Dimensional paradise savage. Woo. Call me the messenger. Hey, hey, hey. Call me the messenger. Hey, hey. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. You cannot handle this intellect. Dimensional paradise savage. Second verse I can count here. I'm counting days.
I am Tyrone Muhammad, and that is the Carter Trust. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Thursday. We got a lot to talk about in light of the inauguration and all of the. Hey, Tom Holman, how you doing out there? Great, great. Hi, Ice, I see you. Y'all been working very hard. Chicago next. What we waiting on? But with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Live call in 708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953. This is X-Cons for Trump Live on Intellectual Radio. Go and subscribe to IntellectualRadio.com and share the program. So we've been gone. We didn't make it Tuesday. We got a lot going on. There's a lot been going on. So Carter, you know, you got 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Take 15 if you want. But when you're done, let me know. And then I'm going to tell y'all how I'm feeling about things. So she's going to get her thing. And, you know, when we start our show, we got to probably take our little 5-minute rants, right, to get this energy off of us. Because ultimately, I think you want to have a show where the people call in and have an interaction. And we kind of get the crazies, too. So with that being said, hey, Carter, good to see you as always.
What's good, Brother Tyrone? What's good, people of America who are listening in? I want to just take a moment to thank you all for listening before I jump right into it. And I'm jumping right into it. So listen, let me just say this. You know, I did an interview on Fox yesterday, or maybe it wasn't yesterday, but one day this week. And I was asked the question, what do I think about Tom Holman and what is planning to happen here in Chicago with illegal immigration? And let me just say this, because, you know, I have people I know from all walks of life. I have people that come from all around this country that I know who have come here, you know, for a better life. And I understand that. And my heart goes out to those people who may be afraid of what's going to happen. But let me say this. If you came here illegally, unfortunately, you broke the law. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you are not here in this country to take advantage of all of the opportunities that we offer here. We offer those opportunities probably more so to migrants and immigrants than we do to the people who are actually born here, which therein lies the problem. And I would be remiss if I did not admit that most Black people have a problem with what has happened over the last couple of years with immigration, with the migrant crisis, with the fact that most of these sanctuary cities, which are cities where there are a lot of Black people, and we are all going through the same things. We've all been disenfranchised. We've all been marginalized. We've all been taken advantage of. We've all looked to the heels of the Democratic Party to rescue and to protect and make laws that are going to be beneficial to us. We've all looked for that. And let me just, and I always have to remind people that it was a very difficult choice for me to decide that I was not going to mess with the Democrats anymore because I was tired of them playing in my face. And to be honest with you, that is how I ended up a national name because I just got tired of Democrats playing in my face. I got tired of us being taken for granted. I got tired of us forgetting that we have not gotten anything from the Democratic Party since the Civil Rights Movement. I got tired of forgetting or having to remember that the Democratic Party is the party that delivered welfare reform, war on drugs, the crime bill, all those things that decimated our families. And so I had a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, to call me yesterday, and we had a conversation about immigration and about some comments that I made about me being happy that Tom Homan and ICE is going to be coming to Chicago to get people who are known criminals from Venezuela, Mexico, and wherever these known criminals and gangbangers come from. And let me just reiterate what Tom Homan said was, what President Trump has said is, we are coming for those criminals, those degenerates, those people who have committed crimes and done unlawful things before coming to America. And I understand that there is a fear among all of the people who may have come here illegally. But that fear that you have while y'all walking around here thinking that the mayor is your friend, he the reason that y'all have to live in fear, because if he would let them just come and get the people that they want to come and get, y'all might be good.
Yeah.
But what people fail to understand is this. You think about this. Now, we're already underprivileged, marginalized, going without, disinvested in. Those things are already happening around us, right? When they brought those migrants here, where did they dump them? They dumped them in communities that were already struggling, that already had issues, that were already looking for a hand up, not necessarily a hand out. That's where they put them. And then they put them there and they gave them things. They gave them amenities that people here who are in need could not even get, have not gotten. Because see, our homeless population here in the city of Chicago, amongst those of us who were born here, who are naturalized citizens, most of those situations for us have not changed. Because see, when you go into these hotels and these places where migrants are being put up, our homeless aren't there. They're not there, people. They're not there. And so as much as our mayor would like to say that he's going to protect those people, what about protecting your people? What about protecting the people who elected you? Because, see, let me explain something to you. And I realize that you have city council wrapped around your fingers, and most of them do what you want them to do. And I guess that's okay. But the people, Mayor Johnson, I'm the people. My voice matters. May not matter to you, but my voice matters. The voices of the people matter. And we're going to continue, just as we did in this last election, show you just how much our voices matter. People are tired. They're tired. They're tired of the games. They're tired of being marginalized. And you know, people are on here talking about Trump and Trump don't care. Let me explain something else to you people. I am a Christian. And as a Christian, I know that nothing in this world happens that is not ordained or allowed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I don't care who the man is in office. And let me tell you something. Let's be clear. I don't put my trust in no man. No man. Because see, man has already showed me what they think about me. Man has already showed me that they will fail. So I don't have any trust in man. My trust is in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I believe that I know that God is still on the throne and that Jesus is still King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I know that Jehovah is still going to make sure that his people are good. These are things that I know. So please don't say nothing to me about me liking or loving Trump. Let me tell you, want to know who I love? I love Jesus. That's who I love. Okay. And let me tell y'all something else. We didn't had good presidents. We didn't had bad presidents. We didn't had 4 years of Trump already. We still here, y'all. We still living. We still surviving. We gonna continue to survive. The world's not gonna pass away. Trump gonna mess up some stuff, just like the rest of them messed up some stuff. We understand that. But people, we gotta keep living. We gotta keep loving. We gotta keep taking care of each other. And as Black people, that's our charge. Our charge is to get ourselves together. And I don't know what that looks like right now. Our charge is to unite ourselves. Our charge is to be concerned about things that concern us. Our charge is to get rid of people who are not concerned about us. I'm not in love with Donald Trump. I'm not in love with no man. But what I won't do is continue to let somebody play in my face. And y'all, them Democrats are playing in our faces.
Been playing.
They playing in our faces, y'all. How many of y'all have said or voiced the opinion about the sanctuary city status? How many of you have come out and spoke against what is happening with the Chicago Board of Education? How many of you have come out and expressed your displeasure against the Chicago Teachers Union and the role that they are playing in what is happening not only in this city, not only in education, but also in politics? How many of you have come out and expressed how you felt about it? So, people, I say that to say that at some point, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Now, we ain't got nothing, like I said, from the Democratic Party since the Civil Rights Movement.
Since they've been started.
And we are loyal. We run behind them. We support them. Y'all was lacing up y'all chucks and running. I didn't even heard some people say they gonna lead the country because Trump is the president. Where you going, especially if you Black? Because listen, people, let me tell y'all something. Folks can come here and they'll be welcome. You try to take yourself over to one of them places and see how that's going to work out for you. Yeah. It's not going to go too well. And I think that people forget, and I hear people say all the time, well, you know, you Black people are being too cruel. Y'all should understand. Why should we understand? If you're an immigrant, an illegal immigrant, you made a conscious choice to do something that was against the law. And it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy of all of the benefits of this country. It just means that you broke the law. So let me give you a scenario. I grew up on a low end. Okay. And so if I had $1 for every family where there was a mother on crack and the father went to jail for selling crack, and then you have a teenager or a young person who has to be responsible for making sure they eat and making sure their siblings eat, which means that they got to do something strange for a little change. They got to do something illegal in order to make ends meet. And so when our young Black men and women and children are getting locked up and they're going to jail because they did something illegal, I ain't never heard nobody say they had to do it. They had to eat. They were trying to make a way. Because in most cases, that's what is happening. Not in all the cases, but in most cases, that's what was happening. And Black folks didn't get a pass. There was no reprieve for people who went to jail for weed and being on drugs during the time that the war on drugs was big, or those families that got kicked off of welfare because because daddy was in the house and then they couldn't make it. See, here's the thing. People always expect Black folks to be sympathetic to the plight of others. And them same people are never sympathetic to the plight of us. And so to some of you, that may seem like apples and oranges. But to a Black person, not so much. Tyrone, I'm going to turn it over to you.
That's a quick transition. Thank you, Carter. I mean, I heard everything you said. I hope they did. I'm gonna start by saying, once again, thank you all for tuning in. And after we done, y'all can call in at 708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953. I'm actually kind of somber. I really be on 10 right now. I think about us. I really kind of gonna say this as I express what I'm about to say. I really wish I didn't love Black people the way I do.
We make it hard. We make it
I
hard.
really wish that I didn't, because you watch people Black people that support, whether it's the Democratic Party, whether it's a fraternity, whether it's these groups, right? These groups really don't really expense a lot of stress and strain and effort, not anymore, to make sure that little JoJo and them is being properly cared for, so that they don't have to do carjackings, so that they don't have to do drill, killing, and sliding. The same Democratic Party that don't want you to talk about trans issues in the negative, or talk about babies being taught sexual stuff at 5 years old in school. The same people that don't want you to say anything negative about those issues that they're fighting for, that's dear to them. The DEI, all of the different stuff that they want you to support and not allow President-elect President Donald Trump to do away with. These same people have been in authority, at least in, just forget about the Republican-led cities. Let's not even talk about them. Republican-led cities take care of themselves. I know I've been to those cities. I've been to the Arizona, the Floridas, and the different little locations, St. Louis. I'm just saying, I've been in Missouri. I've been in those states where they are doing, Black people are even doing better in those states than they are in Democratic-led states. This same Democratic Party that's been in authority for 12 years in the presidency office. Oh, yeah, 12 years. Or was it 16? At least 12. I listened to the airwaves. I've never seen so much raunchy prostitute language coming from women. You got women that have learned to violate each other from the airways, talking about their snatch, talking about how wet the drip is, talking about all of the issues that I never imagined that Queen Latifah, MC Light, and them, or these women would ever talk about. It's like a nation can rise no higher than this woman. If Black men,
say that again,
a nation could rise no higher than this woman.
On.
So if Black men are watching young girls operate and violate themselves in our face, because these are some man's daughters. I ain't even talking about the mama, because she has become. See, there was a time where we as black men, we was the ones violating our communities. We were the ones deadbeats, according to white folks. We was the deadbeats. We weren't taking care of our kids, even though they weren't even letting us in the projects to do it. But that was the story that they told our babies, and that was the story that our women shared with them. And it becomes we pitting the black man against the black woman, or the black woman against the black man. And for the measly handouts of subsidized housing and welfare, our women was destroyed. I'm telling you. And the outsourcing of General Motors, U.S. Steel, and the manufacturing destroyed the jobs that was viable and that was necessary for black men to earn a living to take care of his family. This is what Trump talked about, bringing back our manufacturing, putting tariffs on these people to pay taxes so that we could create training programs and different stuff for men and boys in these cities to get back to working. This is what he's talking about. Democrats are welfare idiots because they don't reward men or women who actually pulled themselves up by no boots, because we don't have bootstraps. We don't have boots on. So we pulling ourselves up by rusty ankles to make something happen. And so Democrats with the policies and all the power in the presidency, the Senate, all these in Chicago alone, these black elected positions, they ain't even smart enough to sue the record companies. They let these record companies that's owned by Jews, these record labels that's owned by Jews, majority, nobody won't say nothing. See, Democrats ain't going to say that because they're in bed with these people. Republicans ain't going to even say it. These all are the hypocrites in terms of how we function in these neighborhoods. Let me say this to y'all. In order to be a multi-billionaire, like that billionaire governor who said that he's a real billionaire, he openly, at y'all stupid butts, is sitting at the Democratic National Convention. He sat there and told y'all why y'all broke asses. Forgive me, I gotta put some money in there. Why y'all broke butts was sitting in the audience. Watch this man say he a real billionaire to suggest that Trump isn't. He's a real billionaire. Then the other day, your governor, J.B. Pritzker, that's why he has to go. This man, I really believe he hates black people. I really do. Hey, this man, y'all, said that the black mayor, Johnson, I don't support Johnson on hardly ever nothing, but I'm going to support him on the fact that he's the black leader of Chicago. He's the mayor. He's been elected the mayor overwhelmingly. He was elected the mayor. And this is his city. This man say he came in my town, my arena, and my house. First of all, the problem with our elected officials, they think that's theirs. They all think that that's their house.
It ain't Charles, it's the people's. You work for the people.
See, Carter won't let me finish.
I'm sorry.
She tried. She gonna get it. She said it.
I had to say it.
Hey, listen. Listen. I know it's on TOT. That's why I want y'all to feel just like Carter. Say something. Call something. Do something. She at least gonna holler
Hey.
and be there. So he said that openly, Carter, that that's his house.
Wow.
See, they have become so disrespectful. You know you know why they disrespectful? They can take your billions of dollars and give it to non-citizens. Put them in your community.
Wow, y'all suffering.
House them up. Not only that, the very same schools we asked to use to deal with real behavior modification of young men and boys, they wouldn't even give to us. The police department lied. City of Chicago on the Lightfoot lied. Lori Lightfoot lied. All of them lied. Said that we can work where they was training in South Shore, that we can use the South Shore school too, to have activity for our young people. They want y'all to believe that they care about these kids in these schools. They are a lie. If they really cared about them kids in them schools, we've had hundreds of kids. We've had hundreds of at-risk youth at ECCSC. Kids that was doing carjacking, shootings, and everything. Governor J.B. Pritzker, led by black people as well, elected officials, took our resources so we couldn't even feed our kids and keep our kids off the streets. In other words, if we don't like you, your kids can die. If we don't like you, if I don't like Tyrone Muhammad, and no matter what elected official give him a line item or money or allocation, Governor J.B. Pritzker said, no, y'all cannot have that money. I'm going to take their money because they're an enemy to me. I'm going to take their money and give it to the transgender and the LGBTQ community. Y'all hear me? J.B. Pritzker, along with black elected officials, took our resources and allocated that money to transgender LGBTQ communities and everywhere else. In other words, he can take our money and do what he wants to it because they don't care about people. You remember when Kanye West said George Bush really don't like black people? He don't care about black. Don't give a damn about black. But J.B. Pritzker don't care about black people. Once again, J.B. Pritzker don't care about black people. Y'all know another reason why he don't care about black people? He take his money, his billions, and he gives it to he pays for black contribute his money to black candidates. And he make the black candidates, they don't work for y'all. They work for J.B. Pritzker. They took the J.B. Pritzker, make them do what he want to do. We're having a fight right now in Springfield, where here we are, we just put over 13 to 15 black women and men to work. Tyrone Muhammad and his partner from our platform put black men and women to work with Tracy Hill. And J.B. Pritzker is trying to destroy our business to give it to the white cannabis owners. Carter, they took the cannabis from us. They gave it all, with the help of black elected officials, gave it all to white, wealthy billionaires. And then we are not the ones that are most affected by the war on drugs that's not in the cannabis space. The miracle of it all is here I am did 21 years, Carter. And I'm probably the only ex-felon that's a multiple business owner in this space. If I own one, that would be a miracle. Coming out of prison to even do anything to say, hey, we're going to not do this and we're going to build and we're going to create wealth, and even offer to Brandon Johnson an ordinance to tax our own business so that the city can have money for the people, even though Brandon spent it all on the migrants.
Wow.
We put an ordinance in city council
Wow.
so that we can be taxed. I'm taxing myself to help Chicago. After y'all mayor, who y'all elected,
I made that face because I voted for him. I support
y'all put that man in office, and I'm finna close. Y'all did that. Here we are fighting for our right not to allow our businesses to be destroyed. While young black boys are still the most unemployed, young black boys are the ones that's gonna be the first that's murdered. Y'all sons, nephews, cousins, and maybe you don't care until it's your husband, your son, your uncle, your father, your kid. Maybe you don't care until it happened to you, because it will. I guarantee you it's gonna happen. Because they don't care about black men dying, because black death is a hustle. Rich billionaires like J.B. Pritzker have to have systemic disinvestment, has to have prisons operating, has to have court systems operating, has to make you think that they done gave you a bond. They violated you so much with your food sales. They make you think that they'll give you no bond, that they did something for you. So you fools going in there catching cases against your women and your children. You fools running around here violating the communities. Only to find out when your dumb butt get there that the judge ain't got a bond for you. You ain't coming home. And so with that, I say to y'all, this is why I say I'm tired of what black people. I'm tired of us. Ain't got no patience for no dumb Negro stuff anymore. Ain't got no patience for no black politicians playing in my face.
that part.
Ain't got no patience for no pastors who are over 50,000 churches. All of them love Christ like you, Okada. So they say.
That
They
part,
say.
so they say.
I know they don't love Christ, because look at our communities. And then the pastors are being used for souls to the poll when the Constitution says there's a separation of church and state. Anytime a politician have an event at a church, you better not go, because they changing money. You better not go, because the Constitution said, from the Republican and the Democratic side, God and Pharaoh and Caesar can't exist in the same place. And if you having a political function at a church, please don't vote for that man or woman. I wouldn't even go. See, I'm running for United States Senator as an independent party. What I'm saying to y'all is, if they have an event for me and it's not a worship service, and it's for me to talk to parishioners about voting, I'm not, and we have a debate or a forum at a church, I'm going to be in a parking lot if y'all want to hear me. I'm going to say it again, because somebody got to change this here narrative, man. Somebody got to follow the Constitution.
Wait a minute, wait. See, how they gonna follow it if they don't know it?
But it don't matter. Maybe if I don't go in the church, they'll say, why you don't go to the church? Then I can talk to the media and say, hey, it's time out for the churches to be used as pawns for politicians in the name of Jesus. See, it ain't enough real Christians to say that out there to the pastors.
That's true too.
Hold on, wait. What we doing?
What we doing?
They did a whole apology tour, and then you can chime in after this. I'm pretty much done, Carter. They did a whole apology tour with a racist J.B. Pritzker and all the pastors and elected officials, black ones. was standing up there with him after he called two black men the lesser of the two Negroes. Went around. That's why Blagojevich went to jail, remember? Yep. J.B. Pritzker helped.
J.B. Pritzker was
He's an agent. And y'all voted this clown. Not only is he a snitch, an agent, he a racist who happened to use his money to violate black people and black communities through black elected officials. And they so afraid. We got a whole Speaker of the House who did the right thing in terms of he could deliver the votes. He said he needs 60. That's his rule. J.B. Pritzker say, hey, Negro, you work for me. I got your money. I gave you $3-4 million. Pass that vote. No, it ain't there, man. You can't. And then we don't have enough information about what it is that you're trying to ban. How you going to ban something that's federally legal?
That part.
Wow. Making something legal that's federally banned. Deep even cold.
You can't make it
up.
You
can't make this up.
You can't make it up.
And then guess who don't own it? Then you got little black women. This how they do us. Polar sisters. Y'all gonna get in trouble. I'm telling y'all gonna get in trouble. Carrying the water for the devil. It's always our black women. They always gonna use you, sister, because they've taken care of you for so long. And Carter, sisters, I'm gonna say it out here in opening for all these weak black men. And for us being so weak and cowardice, and for us going to prison, being suckered in and being a fool by the devil to go to prison and leave our kids and babies out here with no protection, with no guidance. We're sorry for being weak as hell, for allowing white men to manipulate you. Poochie, Suchi, Moochie, Gucci, and every other thing in a dictionary that y'all have allowed to be influenced by while your babies are starving. While your kids have no pamper, you got red bottoms on. Ooh. It's a lot of issues that we all are so sick. We sick. I've seen sisters with good nails, good eyelashes, good weave, good clothes, good purses, and their babies have no food and pampers at home. And the rent is due. So now you're tricking. Hey, Carla, you can chime in.
You know, and the fact of the matter is, you know, to some people it might be, oh, they just on a soapbox. But we want people to really listen. And you ain't even I won't say you don't even have to agree. You don't have to agree, but you do have to listen. You do have to research. You do have to do your homework. And I'm going to go back to the illegal immigration thing and the fact that it is important that we get these criminals out of here.
They going, all of them, even the ones that don't know they criminal.
But it's important because what I want people to do is see, one of the things that we don't do is we don't pay attention to history.
You see this real quick, kind of say that. Cortez Lamar said, I would like to speak with, he said, I would like to speak and cannot make issues. Hold on, wait. He said, let me say this real quick. Let me find it. He said, I saw.
Hold on, y'all. We checking some out.
Let me see. He said, there's still a reason for reactionary. Something about him speaking. He said that I would like to speak to you on this channel and go over approaches, these issues you misrepresent. Hey, listen, Cortez, ill. Hey, if you got the answer, then create Cortez, your own channel.
Wait, no. 708-223-8953.
See, when you see this, what happens when you see eels in the back of names. These people, it's 5 more. They got 100 more American brothers in the whole state, and they can't come together. They got 30 masjids, and they can't come together as brothers as mad as brothers to form a unified front, and they all Islamism. So they all represent the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. But they can't come together and figure out nothing amongst themselves, but always trying to tell the people, you ain't black, you ain't this, you ain't that. When they can't get themselves together in a small circle.
But
so go ahead.
That's a black people problem.
That is
a black people problem.
But see,
because not only can they not come together, we can't come together for commonality. We can't get ourselves together for a common goal. Because see, here's the thing, and I was and like I said, my soapbox tonight is illegal immigration and what is happening and what has happened in history, looking at history, paying attention to history, and not being afraid to speak about the past. And so one of the things that I feel like I need to remind people of is the 1980s. And for those of you who've ever ventured into moviedom and seen Scarface, and you remember the portion in the scene where they pulled up Castro?
Yeah.
And Castro said, so and let me just give you a little history. In the 80s, early 80s, Jimmy Carter opened up America for Cubans. And it was, what was that, the wet foot, dry foot? So if you could get here, you could stay here.
Yeah.
I'll get back to that. I got a call coming in.
As comes for Trump Live, go ahead and speak, my brother.
Yeah, this is Cortez Lamar Kellerville, Defense Minister of the Black Panther Party, Grand Chicken of North South of America, Des Moines, Iowa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit Cortez Lamar.
Turn your phone down in the back. We can hear your phone.
Turn your radio down, sir.
Yeah, I see there's a delay.
Yep, thank you.
Sir, you got to turn your radio, your phone, your TV, whatever device you're on, you got to turn it down or mute it. Okay, okay, well, call back when you figure it out.
All right, there you go. I had you on my laptop.
Okay. What's your question or statement?
Well, it's not my question, really. You know, I was referred to you by one of my brothers, to check you out. I actually referred you to another couple of my brothers, but I actually reviewing you tonight. First thing I observed was that your attacks are more unilaterally on the people of our communities rather than on the people who actually created conditions or have fostered conditions over centuries of enslavement, colonization, and segregation, and now mass incarceration and criminalization. You're not highlighting the causes. You are highlighting the symptoms or the effects of the causes, and it looks as what you call reactionary. Why would you take a reactionary position against your own community?
Since he's talking to me, you could clean it up. First of all, I don't care. I don't believe that nobody outside of myself have control of me. Nobody. And for you to even keep focusing on what somebody has done to us versus what we're able to correct and do for ourselves is like, to me, a misunderstanding of why we have knowledge in the first place. Probably Noble Drew Ali, nation can't rise without finances. You need a finance to build and uproot, lift the nation. Why don't we who we looking for to help us create business? White men? The people who cause the issues? No, I'm not sitting around here focusing on what those conditions, and we know the conditions. How long we gonna keep talking about them? I did 20. Hold on. Let me say this. we never gonna fix nothing in no one conversation. I've had these with my more science brothers. Every day we having these issues. And you know I'm not lying. Everybody want to be a grand sheik of the ear. It ain't even enough. It's 1,000 masjids. But y'all don't even come together and say, okay, if you're going to teach me how I should be, then the more science who have the Circle 7 and the teachings of the prophets should come together as unify amongst themselves to show us how we should unify. And that's not it, I know that that's not happening. And why isn't that?
Okay, now speak now, because
yes.
I understand you to call me to your host, and I don't want to interrupt you, but at the same time, we want to keep this on track and keep it going back and forth. You asked a good question. Why can't the more science simple America deal with the issues that you're talking about? But I'll get to that, because that's really a second issue. The first issue that you brought up is that you're not going to focus on the same person who actually are keeping people in the condition. Now, I understand your approach because you are a conscious brother. You have into the light. You have, yes, you have, because you had that Muhammad on your name. You have come out of a condition, and yes, now you know how to make choices for yourself. Unfortunately, the masses have never reached that point because they have been, kept in a state of stupor. They have been knocked over their head and kept in darkness.
Guess who got to lead them, though?
And hold up now. I'll let you talk. It takes guys like you, me, and others to approach these people and talk to them about their condition, but not to criticize their condition or to highlight their condition as a point. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about, they're criminals or they did something wrong. No, because when you know the policy of this country and the policy they had deliberately created these conditions.
Are you talking about the migrants? Are you talking about the migrants?
No, hold up.
I'm asking you a question. You mentioned criminal.
Going back to Willie Lynch.
No, listen. I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm trying to get back to what you said. Who you say that I was calling criminal? Are you talking about the migrants?
No.
Because I don't call black people. I don't talk about us as being criminals. That's not my conversation. So I'm trying to figure out if you talk, because I did 21 years in prison. So I fight for this population. That's why it's called ex-cons for Trump. See, I make an agitation and a conscious effort to force people to deal with what the system created. So I'm not doing that. So me, you know what I focus on? Creating businesses. And any Morris brother that know me, I create businesses. I create finances and opportunities, and I put my people to work. And I create opportunities for the little homies so that they don't have to get caught up in the system of the prison. But I'm going to destroy this system. That's my goal. So, and I do it by controlling our own revenue and controlling our own area and territory. If we don't ever do that, we can't focus. How you gonna keep on talking about what the devil doing when that's his job to do that? I'm not gonna keep talking about no devil's job. I'm gonna try to figure out how to unify with you, others, so I can destroy the devil and deal with us. I'm not focusing on Jesus coming back, Muhammad, Moses, Abraham, Elijah, or Noah, Ali. None of that. They gave us the teachings already. Now, when are we going to use them?
Can I speak?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying it's a dialogue.
Well, it ain't gonna ever be a dialogue. No, I'm saying we can't take up all our time on a dialogue or monologue. Because we gotta, but you can leave your number, bro, and me and you can sit down and always have this conversation. We have them all the time. So
I gotta get one more second.
Go ahead, brother.
Deal with what you just said.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, and I'm pro-economic. Yes, I'm pro-private enterprise. I'm pro those things because, like you said, it does take a financial denomination. All right, and that is very core. That's very core to our problem and to our solution. Now, as to address the issue when you said how the criminal behavior of our people was highlighted, because I'm sitting there listening, and I keep on hearing how first the system started off with how undocumented workers are doing the wrong. So if black people who Listen.
That ain't what I
Undocumented
said, but
workers
go
were here
ahead.
before everybody else. You know what I'm saying? This country was
Wait a minute.
stolen, and
Wait.
these things need to be emphasized. These things, you know what I'm saying? That you can't sit here and act like you're a part of our problem when you're not.
I'm not nothing.
Same people that you're taking sides with.
I'm not for
Trump is a criminal.
No. You a criminal. I'm a criminal. And America is criminal. Listen. You talking about Trump a criminal? Who you think Biden is? Who you think?
Biden is a criminal too.
What you talk? What?
Structure and white supremacy.
I did. So you are a criminal too, because you're a part of this criminal. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You is here. You in America, right?
No, I was born in this country.
Listen. You gonna follow the laws of this country.
People naturally, since I've been in this country,
man, bro,
I
you
never know they have a policy. There's no design to criminalize my
bro,
youth.
Do not the Moorish American flash. Do not the Moorish American. Do not the Moorish American flag. American flag and the Circle 7. Huh?
We're not talking about Moorish Americans.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
This is about people. It's about our people in general. This has to do with religion.
Bro, yeah, it got something to do with religion. That's why.
With the improvement of our conditions,
so we're gonna let you go. Hey, bro, if you want to have, we can have a full conversation because I'm into creating solutions and making paper. I ain't into
people know what the problem is too.
No, I ain't even work. They ain't gotta know. We're gonna guide them out of the problem.
Let me just say this one last thing before we let brother.
The program is not able to be what it'll have much more viewers than 10 people.
I don't need brother.
People, if you actually
how many you got? How many you got? How many followers you got?
Sir.
How many followers I got? Hey, I got a chat line.
Wait a minute, because I need to say something.
16 people on it.
16. All right, bro.
So, sir, can I say something?
Come on, we ain't gotta deal with
that.
Let
me just say this.
He ain't. That's
let
what
me just say this one thing to you. This is your first time listening in, right?
Hey, it's been interesting.
But wait a minute. This is your first time listening in because let me tell you something about me. I am a historian. And when we started this, I came in giving the history. Okay. So I'm sorry that this was your first time listening in and you haven't got the background. Keep listening. You'll get it because we talk about all that.
All right, my brother.
Have a good.
Yeah.
I do want to build with you.
Just inbox me. I got to go. Other people trying to call in, but inbox me. All right. Islam. Okay. I guess if y'all were those individuals that was trying to call in, please
try to call back in.
And whatever.
708-223-8953.
See, one thing, if you followed me, first of all, if you follow me, you already know we into building and creating. And empowering. And hold on, let's see. This is ex-cons for Trump Live, Tyrone Muhammad Carter Trust. Who are we speaking to?
You are speaking with Devin. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Devin?
Hey, Devin.
Hey, man. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Thank you and congratulations for your award with the Chicago magazine. That's dope. Tyrone, thank you for
brother.
Your leadership, bro. Thank you for, hey, man, that picture that you posted today with those young people and them having a job, man.
Yes,
that's what it's about, bro. If we can't feed them,
you can't lead them.
Nothing that you can say, man.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, bro, like, I really just, I popped in, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to definitely congratulate you. And I think at some point there needs to be a discussion. You know, Tom Homan wants to come here. Hey, man, they want to do their job. They got to do their job because ignorance of the law is no excuse.
That's right.
And
that's it.
Our people are always held accountable to the fullest interpretation of the law.
That's right.
Period.
That's right.
There's no excuses. And the law is there to keep everybody in check. Without the laws, we don't have no society. So, you know, I need my people to look into those 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments, and those really apply to the freedmen people. You know what I'm saying? The descendants of slaves, and it wasn't for all of these other types of interpretations.
Yes.
They have corrupted the interpretations, and that has caused undue justice to our lineage. Just like you said, Tyrone, it ain't about religion. We don't need to segregate within who we are as who we are. You know what I'm saying? So that's a quiet conversation. We can do that, but let these people do their jobs. We don't have to rush in and save nobody. We need to be, you know what? And I do want to say this. When we talking about investment opportunities, Tyrone, when you have another engagement with people that have open minds, can you figure out how we can invest in these data centers and these, particle builders that they build in Chicago, so we can teach the kids how to, you know, do the STEM stuff, and they know how to build these machines and stuff like that, man. We got to change the curriculum in the school, bro. And
but this is the problem, Devin. The 501c3 pimps, pastors and churches, they take all of the grant money,
yes, sir,
and fake like they having these construction and STEM programs. You got even people that own coffee shops having fake STEM programs in the coffee shops. See, all they need is 2 or 3 little shorties to come in there, and they take this money out of our community. That's why I'm so happy, man. This DI and this grant money stuff, it's gonna dry up.
It wasn't benefiting us.
It's not benefiting us, bro.
The data was not there.
It's not.
The data was not there.
It's not.
This is not about how we feel.
Yep.
This is not about because we angry.
Yep.
The data did not produce the intended results. We have to use the right language.
Yep.
Yes.
And you know what it did produce, though? Graveyards and prisons.
Yep. You tell them that's what we got. Hey, you want to know the crazy thing? They tell us that, you know, we were unintelligent. I remember, you know, you wouldn't make it till 18. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We overcame a lot of the propaganda and the trickery and the miseducation. I don't want to miseducate another generation. Tyrone, you met my son, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's the right thing. We need the right type of leadership, bro. And, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you have to tell the truth. Everybody is accountable for the truth, period. You gotta tote your own cross. It's no way around it. So, you know,
you know I am. You know, I've been doing this since I came out of prison. I'm gonna do it till I hit the ground. You understand?
There you go.
So
man.
with
there
that being said, I mean, thank you, and let's stay in touch.
Hey, peace, bro. Peace to the queen, man. I love y'all, dog.
Thank you.
Yes, you are on X-Cons with Trump Live. This is Tyrone Muhammad Carter Trust. Who are we speaking to?
Tony who?
This who? Tony.
Tony who? Yeah, you know me, man.
What's up, my man?
I'll be listening to you, man. How you doing, black man? I just want to speak my piece for one quick second, man. You keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Until people start coming up with solutions, or out here trying to create jobs, or doing what you're doing, you don't listen to these clowns. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They don't have no motion. They don't have no motion like you. They're not trying to open up these businesses and help our black people and put them in a better position. I just want to make this brief and just let you know, man, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, a lot of people not gonna like how you get there, your tactics, but it's effective.
Yeah,
you're getting it done. You know what I'm saying? And so until they come up with better solutions, I wouldn't even listen. I wouldn't even debate with them until you could show me that you're doing better than me. You know what I'm saying? So you show me that you could put the youth to work until you show me you could put our people to work, 15 people, and give them jobs and help them feed their family and help their life stay on.
Yeah.
And don't listen to people. Have them go pull up in the circus and stay right there. And you keep beating this concrete and keep doing what you're doing. Man, I salute you, bro.
Well, let me say this before. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I would take you for your support, but let me say this. See, I ain't Ty G no more, right?
Right.
I'm a savior. So in being a savior, you almost have to understand the sickness of our people. Yeah, and you got to be able to take even the Looney Tunes and even the haters and even those who don't understand. You got to be able to take all that pain, pressure, and still be able to be as open to listen, even when they wrong as hell, bro. As two left shoes.
I understand that.
So you can't be a leader of our community that's sick, that got cancer in the mind, without being an understanding of the origin of the cancer, and to take a lot of you got to almost be anti-cancer, right? When you even deal with our people, and the humility of what you become after working with our people. That's why I said when I first came on, I wish I didn't love black people. Because only a people that don't have to fight and bear all of the burdens, the pressure, the strain of hollering for black people, don't have to, they can ignore them. I can't ignore them because I was born to do it. So that's why I even take the time to listen at the haters. Because when I listen to haters or hear them, then when I do what I got to do with God help, I ain't gonna feel bad when they their head land on the side of the ditch.
But I know we still got to be patient with them.
That's right.
They've been programmed to
right.
act like that.
Exactly.
They don't even know who
they don't even know.
They're not gonna understand till they really know who they are. We
but
don't even understand. We don't even speak our own language.
But they don't even know.
Worship our own religion.
But they don't even never knew who they were. Dr. King is a man. There's no prophets or messengers been colder than the ones that have come before us that we killed.
No, sir.
Bro, so they ain't gonna ever, if they can hit Dr. King upside the head with bricks when he come to Chicago, if they can kill, black men can kill Malcolm X, man, and Medgar Evers can be not protected. Man, black people aren't that fight the hardest for black people don't get protection from black people.
Yeah, our own don't protect
us. So they don't even know you. Every time you open your mouth for black people and the systemic disinvestment caused by Democrats right now, you are enemy to their system because they've been eating off our ignorance. And here comes Tyrone Muhammad out of prison. So the very first thing they do is call you a convict. See, that's how let me show you something real quick, and everybody listen. The word ex-con, convict, or inmate is another term for calling a black man nigger openly. I'm gonna say it again. Everybody that can say ex-cons in a vitriol way, with vitriol, and can call you a convict, like they even tried to do. If they tried to do that to Donald Trump, who am I, Tyrone Muhammad, to fight that off? When every time convict, ex-con, prison, anybody puts that in the mix of your name or your person, they might as well call you the N-word, because that's the acceptable term now to diminish or demonize a black man who been through adversity and came through it. They don't call you a hero. They don't say, man, how the hell you come out the fire of affliction, But then they'll read about Shadrach, Abednego, and all them in the furnace and praise that. But then you come out of a 21-year hole and do what we doing, and that gets no honor, man, amongst your people.
But you know what, though?
But I know why.
You wear that ex-con and that label, you change the narrative of that label.
That was the purpose.
You made it represent change.
That's right.
That ex-cons can change. And that's what you represent. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So whatever they think, they got to think, he went to jail, he did this, he did that. He wearing an ex-con, Trump, I can't remember how you say it.
Yeah, ex-cons for Trump.
Yeah, but you represent change for
That's right.
So wear it well. You know what I'm saying? Because you changed the definition of that word to change. Ex-cons can change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So take your flowers, man. Keep doing what you're doing. If you need me, I'm right down the street from your old joint.
Tony bet. All right, my brother.
I'm gonna slide tomorrow. I'm gonna see.
Hit me.
I am.
I have to say, every now and then, Tyrone, I am so proud of you.
Yeah.
So proud of what you are doing. So proud that you are able to change the trajectory of your life. So proud that you're willing to put yourself out there to teach these young Black boys that even if they mess up or make a mistake, that they're able to recover from it, that they're able to come back, that they're able to atone for whatever it is that they've done and turn their lives around. Who I was is not necessarily who I'm going to be.
Absolutely.
And that's the message that we want to send. And see, here we can argue back and forth about history, about where we've come from, about where we've been. But at the end of the day, if we're going to really, really work on changing the trajectory of our people, of our communities, of our circumstances, the most important thing that we can do as a people, and it does not matter who your party affiliation is with. I think that one of the biggest mistakes that we make is affiliating ourselves with any party.
Yeah.
Because honestly, neither party has been a friend to us.
That's right.
We have been used and abused by every single system that has been set up in this country. So why we have alliances or allegiance to any of them is beyond me. But who we should have allegiance to is each other, our families, our neighbors, our communities, our schools. That's where our allegiance lies. Let me tell you something, people. We're going to have to really sit down as a unit and find a way to cohesively work together. And we don't always, and I say this every single week, we ain't got to like each other. We ain't got to give a damn about each other. We don't even have to agree on anything. What we do have to have, what we have to develop is a mutual respect and love for our people, for us. Every single ethnicity has it, and they take care of each other, but us. Now we'll go and we'll take care of other folks. That's what Black folks do.
Well,
we got the sympathy, we got the empathy, we throwing hands, we doing it all for everybody.
No, we fighting for migrants,
but us.
Well, little homie, them going to jail.
Our kids are out here dying in the street every day. But we out here fighting for the plight of somebody else. And as I previously stated, my heart goes out to those innocent people, to those people who are just looking for a better life. I get it. But my situation is too messed up for me to be concerned about others.
And that's the problem right there. You gonna pay hold on. Everybody out there, and they lying. Let me show you why they lying. I'm gonna wrap this up because we went over. Everybody lying, even Brandon Johnson. Even J.B. Pritzker, he a multi-billionaire. He can house them on that empty land. It's a lot of empty land downstate. You can fence that boy off and put up tents. If you really was trying to help these people, tell me any black person, and I look at them and I listen to them because they caught up in this, the left, liberalism. Do you pay your neighbor's mortgage before you pay yours? I'm going to say it again. Do you, have you, or would you spend your last money to pay your neighbor's mortgage, rent, light, gas, phone, car note before you pay your own? And if you say you will, you're a liar. You're a liar and the truth ain't in you. So you telling us to accept that our neighbor or non-citizens, whether they right or wrong, whatever way they got over here, coerced over here, go to Chicago. They was told to go here.
Yeah, they were told to.
By our own people. You're gonna house, clothes, feed, and protect them before you house, clothes, feed black women and children. Even brown women and children, for that matter. That's legal. You're a liar. Y'all liars. Y'all hypocrites. Y'all devious. Whatever plot and scheme, Trump done forward that. Y'all goal was to get Kamala in there so y'all can do all of that and do away with us in our communities, man. And y'all think y'all slick. We saw it. It's been taught. God wanted it to happen. It would have happened. So stop crying. If God wanted it to happen, Kamala would be president. So that's Donald Trump mandate to drive all of them up out of here. And I can't wait to come home and call me. And I'm going to strap up, suit up, and we're going to get rid of you. Criminals, non-criminals. Sorry, little sister. Let's make sure you got some Latino brothers. So let's make sure you got some good warm clothes and some food in your backpack as we usher you across the border where you came illegally. So with that being said, X-Cubs for Trump Live. We ain't gotta get to really do what we wanted to do, but thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll be back Tuesday. It's only gonna get bigger and better. Hey, Independent Party of America coming real soon. Stay tuned.
You cannot handle this intellect. 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 You cannot handle